All righty. What's going on, everybody? Let's see if we got anybody tuning in already. Today is election day, so if you are tuning in, good for you, getting away from all the madness because we got some tow truck madness going on today. Um, got a good show lined up for you. It's one of the guests that we've been trying to get on here for a while, so appreciate you tuning in. And if you're tuning in a little bit later on, keep on with us. But welcome to Tow Truck Tuesday. Strap in, stay strapped in, don't get in a wreck. Tow Truck Tuesday. What's going on, dude?
Man,
Hey, Joe.
another day in paradise, bro. In logistics paradise. Everything is great. The world is great. Freight is great. Rates are amazing. I'm over here making 70% rippers on every single load. I'm about to buy my 14th
Other Freight appreciates
G-Wagon.
that.
Yeah. Dude, about to buy my 14th G-Wagon, my second yacht this week. So
Nice.
yeah. I know, bro. It's fucking sweet. I ain't got no more room to park them, bro. Yeah. We all know that's fucking shit.
I hate that, dude. Oh, yeah, it's funny you say, yeah, another day in logistics paradise. I just think about like a third grader, that doesn't know how to smile yet. And it's like, I'm having a good time. The frown smile.
That is exactly what it's like, man. That's exactly what it's like. That's how I feel every day. Is it just like exactly how you just described it? It's perfect. It literally is behind you. You're hard in your attention. You're like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
That's
How's
good,
your day going?
Well, had some new guy pains today. I've been with PCT for shit. I think I'm technically at month 4, maybe month 5. I don't know, but it's just one of those things, dude. Learning something new every day. Fucking customers asking if something's gonna get delivered this week, and I'm looking at orders for next week and delivering bad news. But you know what? We recovered the fumble, and bad news turned into a good sigh of relief. So hey, it's not April Fool's Day, but hey, it can be. But we're making our way through it, man. It's a good day to be in freight. What's up, Mad Doll? Got to tune into Two Dogs One Pod. Those are the homies. Who would have thought us and Matt Doll being fucking best friends?
I know. Matt, you're our BFF.
No. It really is, dude. Me and Matt went through some shit on Wednesday at Broker Carry. So, man, just in there in the trenches, but good times. Well, no news today. We're gonna try and keep this light and lively, and yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Tow Truck Wags in Tow Truck Tuesday. Where's your video at, Pedro? There it is. You got that right, brother. I don't want to get you in trouble with anybody. Wags, what's going on, brother?
Howdy.
Good to have you in Tow Truck Tuesday finally, brother. How's your day been so far?
It's been busy. It's raining, so everybody's sliding off the road.
Like that. Where are you out of?
Indianapolis.
Indy. Right on, man. We'll be up there next spring for the show we were just talking about, Broker Carrier Summit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll have to hook up with you when we get up there, Wags. Yeah, man, we'll be up there next April, dude. Hell yeah, we'll have to get
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
man.
man. Hey, if you got any referral programs, we will be sure to get some cars towed. You know, to get a little cut on our side.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right on, man. Well, like we were saying out back, dude, definitely appreciate you cutting out some time for us. I know it's a busy season and you're out there working hard always. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it, brother. And we asked the same question to everybody, and I think yours will be a bit more unique than others, and that is who is Tow Truck Wags, and how in the hell did you get to where you are today?
Well, uh, the short version is I was living in a garage delivering food out of a minivan, and I got a flat tire. And I had a friend who worked for a towing company, and he gave me a tow. I got to ride with him, and I didn't think he'd ever be able to get my van dropped off properly because my driveway was horrible. But he got it. I was impressed by the maneuvers, so he let me ride around with him a little bit more. Then I got to go on a police call for an accident, and I knew right then that's what I wanted to do. So I applied, and they got me a job. Everything went great. Then the pandemic happened, and there was nothing going on. People weren't driving, so I started making videos just to pass time, and did that on TikTok. And I made one video where some girl said you can't be towed if you turn the tires on your car. So I made a video kind of mocking that girl, and that video just blew up. It's like 22 million views right now, and that's how I came into the world.
Damn. Yeah, I've also heard that if you turn your tires or put on your parking brake. From someone who's been towed many times, especially in college, because I didn't understand parking laws coming from a small town. Sitting there at happy hour, seeing my truck roll right on by. It is pretty amazing work, Got into my truck, wrapped the seatbelt around the steering wheel, just yanked it on out of there.
Oh yeah.
So what'd you do before that, brother? Were you involved in trucking or?
No, not at all. I was into drugs. I moved town to town. I lived on people's couches for a long time, and then I just snapped out of it one day. That's why I was delivering food to people. I was trying to make up for the wrong I'd done in my life. But yeah, no, before that, I didn't really do anything. I did drywall for a few years, but just standard construction work. But, spent half my life without a driver's license, but I got it back and got into towing.
Hey, before we move on to the other stuff, man, I want to dig into these myths. So, you talked about the video that you made that blew up, and there's other ones out there. Like, I remember back in the day when I was younger, it was what is it? If you put on your emergency brake or something like that, they can't do it. Or if you park your car sideways in a spot, they can't get you out. And of course, that's before I understood geometry. It was like, yes, they can. But dude, what are some of the crazy things that people say, man, out there that, oh, if you do this, we can't tow your car, that just make you shake your head.
Oh man, I've seen it all. I've seen them use the club. I've seen them put razor blades on the steering wheel and on the door handles. That's crazy right there. Yeah, there's stuff you don't think of. You gotta watch out for, but you can't really prepare for razor blades being glued to the steering wheel.
Holy shit!
Yeah, Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before. The most I've seen is someone running out of their house with a baseball bat coming after you.
Oh yeah.
So I'm actually interested in the club store. Probably most of the audience watching don't even know what the hell the club is, but please do tell. How
Yeah.
did you get around that, man? Would you have a cutting torch in your pocket?
No. So you don't even need to get inside the vehicle. You just hook the winch up to the vehicle, and you can drag it if you want. But we have these things we put under the tires called skates that it slides on it just like a skate. So I mean, you don't even have to ever get in the car.
Dude, the club. I never thought about that. Hunter, do you know what the club is?
Is it that thing that goes in the steering wheel that locks it up?
Yes. Oh, I love talking to young people. That thing that goes with
I don't know, man. Tell me. I feel like you set me up. So
I know, bro. I
don't
know.
school me, old man.
I'm just giving you a hard time. That's a good time. All right, Wags. Hey, let's. I want to move on more into your professional stuff, man. You know, I see that. I don't see it now. Maybe it's under your jacket or what. But the Wreckmaster patch, man.
Yeah.
Have seen that patch in some of your clips, dude. And
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
wonder. Oh, there it is, right there. Dude,
Yeah.
we've never had anyone talk about that on the show before, man. So, like, would you please elaborate on that? You know, illuminate or whatever you want to say. What that is exactly?
Yeah, I get a lot of people asking me about it, if it's worth it and all that. I think so. They teach you some of the basics and then some of the advanced stuff. There's like four or five different classes you can take, but you know, the entry level class, you know, they teach you the basics of really the winch or the wire rope, as they call it, the cable, be able to hold the weight, what you can and can't physically do and legally do. There's a lot of math involved. But they do teach you how to use the 8-point tie down kits and all that stuff. But yeah, it's worth it. They have one level where it's all snatch block stuff, and I haven't taken that class yet, and I'm anxious for that. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth sending your drivers to.
So, I mean, does it start with, you know, lighter duty stuff, you know, just four-wheelers, pickup trucks like you do? Does it go all the way up to like rotator level stuff, or how in depth, you know, how high does it go up on the knowledge level?
Oh yeah, I think they focus mainly on the heavy stuff. That's why a lot of people they'll just stick with the first class, because that seems to be where the medium duty drivers or light duty is. I can't really say for sure what the other levels teach, because I haven't taken them all yet. But I know the entry level is the most popular one for rollback drivers.
And are those like pretty easy to go take, or do you have to like travel to them? Do they only put them on at certain places? I assume you have to be like some type of accredited place to, you know, put those on and be able to sign certificates and train people.
Yeah, I took mine in Tennessee. I mean, they go state to state they'll rent out places to teach the class. So I mean, it's not like, yeah, you'll probably have to travel, but it won't be far. I think they go to almost every state. You just have to make sure your schedule's clear when they come. It's like a 2 or 3 day class.
That's nice, dude. That's nice. Do a lot of companies put their drivers through that? Like, do companies promote that with drivers? Like, hey, you know, we recommend you go do this. It's only for your benefit, or no?
A lot of the bigger companies do, who have like, you know, a dozen or more trucks. A lot of them do it. A lot of the small time companies, they don't. I understand why. You know, they'll pay $500 to send this guy to a class, and the guy will get all the knowledge and then end up quitting in 3 months and taking his knowledge elsewhere. But that's the turnoff for most people. The owners sending their drivers.
Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know, I'm on the reverse thing, like if you treat people right, they're not going to go someplace. And, if you can take, 6 months worth of stuff that's going to take you to teach this person on site, and you can send them to a class for 2 or 3 days, maybe pay for hotel and food and allow them
Yeah.
to get all that instruction. I mean, to me, that is a huge pro in my book, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially something like, I'm assuming they do like industry standard practices, stuff like that, and a lot of what we talk about in our show, Wags, with truck drivers and brokers, is people who do things their own way and cut corners and stuff, you know what I mean, and how that has effects on people and stuff later down the line. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
what what about continuing education? Like, is that thing a continuance deal, or do you just, take each course, or how does that part work on it?
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta re-enlist for every course. And then there's other programs like the TIM certification, the traffic incident management. Uh, there's a few different ways to continue your education. Uh, I'm hoping more will pop up as time goes on, because a lot of the guys that I see out here don't have anything beyond what their boss has trained them. I would like to get everybody educated. It'd be a lot safer out there.
I like to hear that, and you saying that, I was about to move on to another question, but how do you feel about continuing education in your field, man? You've been in this, I think, what, 6, 7, 8 years, something like that, man. So how are you about that? Do you feel it's important for even yourself and others to continue to learn on new equipment and tools and stuff that come out?
Oh yeah, yeah. Cars are they get different every year, so there's always something new that you can learn, as long as you have the drive to learn. Which I love learning. I love learning new stuff. So I don't plan on ever stopping.
Right on. Yeah, you definitely you see it all over the place, man. Continuous education never hurts. But
Yeah.
so in your social media, that's hilarious that you saw one girl saying, "Oh, if you turn your tire sideways, that's how you get into it." Not Pedro knows your social media side better than I do. I just recently learned about your fucking hilarious content, dude. I love it. But so what kept you going after that? Like what got you into social media as much as you have been?
Well, I started to get recognized when I would go out, and I thought that was really cool. I felt like a movie star. Uh, so
Yeah.
I so I kept wearing the same type of outfit, the same, green sunglasses, and I said if I ever got to 30,000 followers, I'd dye my beard, and before I knew it, I was there. So I dyed my beard green, and now between Facebook and TikTok, it's like 1.2 million followers. So I get
Shit.
recognized everywhere now. No matter what state I'm in, no matter how small the little town I stop at, it's amazing. It's fun. You can't pull over and take a nap in a parking lot anymore, though. Someone always recognizes your truck.
Well, I'm sure your high vis outfit has something to do with it, sir. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah,
that maybe, just maybe.
yeah,
So this
yeah.
this this question might answer itself, but why the green?
No, it was a safety collar, and I didn't like yellow because everybody else was wearing yellow. I wanted to be different, so I went with green.
Hell yeah. You probably just look like a blonde guy if you went with the yellow. I like the green though, man. It matches.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
So this is a question from someone that you know, but tell us about your cat.
Opal. Yeah, Opal came to me when I was at my lowest in life. I just got divorced and lost my job, my house, my wife, my kids, and this cat came up out of nowhere. He just walked up to the doorstep. He was dragging his back legs. He'd been hit by a car or kicked or something. Something had happened to him and he couldn't walk. So I took him in, and he gave me a purpose for a while when I was in a really dark place. So I nursed him back to health, and he stayed with me in some of the worst places you can imagine. You know, living in my car and storage sheds, drug houses even. Uh, and he's been with me since the beginning. Uh, so when I got the wrap for this truck, on the side of the truck, it's my cat. A big giant photo of my cat wearing a safety vest. Because he would ride around with me sometimes during tows. He had his own safety vest with his name on it. He was real big on TikTok too. But I had him almost 20 years, and he finally passed away about a month ago. Finally, that was a rough time. But,
Oh, dang, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. So sorry.
I can't imagine that. But that's
Yeah.
killer though. Had his own safety vest and everything.
Oh yeah.
Love
Dude,
it.
now that cat is gonna live in infamy, man. You know what I mean? Like, a cat is forever out there, dude. And I still love it. I gotta ask, man. Like, you know, was he never like skittish or anything out there, being in the truck with you, or because I mean, you got stuff of him, walking on the truck, or you're pulling out chains, doing all this other stuff. He's just sitting there like the supervisor, like, all right, Dad, grab
Yeah.
this one, grab that one, hook it there, like.
Yeah. No, he got accustomed to everything, same as I did at the same time. So it was really cool.
So, you think he had something to do with why your posts were hitting so well in social media?
He yeah, he did. He he put me on the map. He a couple of his videos hit 100,000 views. So he originally drawed eyes my way, but they were more for him because everybody commented about the cat. So
Yeah. So outside of that, why do you think your videos did so well? I mean, are you getting people reaching out about, what you do in the tow truck industry, or just people enjoying, your creative side of things? What do you think it was?
oh man, I think it was just pure luck and timing. When I got on there was only two other big tow truck drivers on TikTok, and I became friends with both of them. And and I was a little bit different than what they were, so I stuck out a little bit. But then I posted funny videos because I like to have fun.
Yeah.
Well, then I started posting things of me like rolling cars over and doing winch outs and different techniques. And people saw that I knew what I was doing actually, so that drew a whole new crowd of people who wanted to learn. So that was nice. I get a lot of messages every single day from people telling me that they got into towing.
Thought we lost you there.
Phone never stops ringing.
Oh, dang it! Totally forgot to tell him, Pedro. You got a phone call.
Can
Maybe.
you hear me now?
All right, cool. Well, we were worried, man. We use StreamYard, and it used to be back in the day, like someone get a phone call and like all the audio would get cut out. So good to know that's fixed. But so out of those, what are some of your favorite clips? Obviously you've done it from the first video to Opal, your cat, kind of bringing things in, and then obviously you're funny as hell from the video I've seen from Andrew. We're about to talk about that here in a little bit. But what are some of your favorite videos that you've made?
So you were a bit.
Pedro, am I cutting out?
Not yet. No, you didn't cut out. I heard you. What he asked, Wags, was he said, what were some of your favorite videos that you made? And what are other videos that you like to make? Is there ones that specifically like give you, you're like, man, I get excited about making this kind of content and stuff. Can you hear us, Wags? I think I lost him. Oh, there you go. Can you hear us? I don't know what happened. I think he lost our audio.
Can you hear us, Wags?
Yeah.
I think he's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Technical difficulties, ladies and
Technical
gentlemen.
difficulties, dude. He's on the job, man. You heard, dude. You heard when he got onto the show, he was pulling into the gate, man.
Yeah.
So he's out there on the job. We're just gonna wait for him to get back, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, we appreciate everybody's patience here. Tow Truck Tuesday is brought to you by Tow Trucks and the people that do it. If you would like to be a sponsor for this wonderful show, let us know.
Oh, there.
But
There
we got
he
you
is.
back.
Can you hear us, Wags? Can you hear us, brother? All right, I'm gonna text him, Hunter. Can you hear us, Wags? You there? I wonder if his audio connected to something else or something. Boom, there you are. All right. How do we fix his audio? I can't fix his audio from here.
I love it. Well, I guess while we're at it, we'll play this little bit from Johnny Cash since it is election day.
Places we've ever been overseas. It don't matter where, you know.
Yep. You and your crappy internet. You're the one that needs to play this video.
Okay.
When we come back to this country, we love it a whole lot more than.
All right. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us, Wags? Oh no. I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, we can hear that background noise. I wonder if we connected to like a Bluetooth device in his truck or something.
I don't know, man. Trying to figure this out. Have you called him? Wags, can you hear us? Are you calling him, Pedro? Just go ahead and just call him.
Okay. All right. Bye. I don't know why I fucking said bye.
I can see one guy now. Now I see both.
Can you hear us? Oh, probably not now that Pedro's calling.
I hear you now.
Oh, boom. Okay, cool. All right. I didn't call him.
Huh.
All right. You must be in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
I thought we could hear your truck idling, so I thought like maybe we connected to like a Bluetooth headset. We've had that happen with people before, where like they leave and they come back in and it connects to like their Bluetooth in their backpack, and they don't hear it, they don't know. So
Yeah.
all right, cool. Hey, we're going to gonna move along, man. So we don't repeat that question, but Andrew, Andrew is the guy who referred you to us, however you want to say it. We had him on a few weeks ago, and he talked about insurance for tow companies. How did you and Andrew meet? Like, were you just looking for insurance, and that's how that came? Is there, give us a rundown of that, because we want to hear your version of the story.
Let's see. I really not sure how we originally first met. I know I'm friends with John DeWeese, and he was doing videos for Andrew with Nottingham Insurance. I imagine John's how I got hooked up with him, maybe. But I mean, I do use Andrew for my account. I can't really remember how we first actually interacted.
All right, that is completely
Everybody was
from.
coming, everybody was coming at me all at once, so up really fast. So I'm not sure who was who.
All right, well, and Andrew told us the story of Vegas, and all kinds of crazy stuff there, man. That's where his story began. He said it
Yeah.
was a wild time. People got thrown in jail. Bail payments had to be made, and so we just wanted to hear what you had to say because we didn't believe when he told us that.
I don't know. There's a lot I can't talk about because I don't want to get canceled.
I know that's right, man. Hey, brother. So, I saw that you just recently got. Well, I'm gonna say recently, but you have gotten yourself a new truck, man, and you're doing stuff with an auto auction, brother. And if we can, dude, would love to talk about that deal that you got going on there, man. Can we speak on that?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know what the term actually is. Maybe this is actually the term, but someone referred to it as the truck in the box program. With Copart. Is that actually what they call it, or is that just what y'all guys have termed it?
Yeah, that's what they actually call it. I'm not. Yeah. I got. I've been working for the same guy for years, and there wasn't really anywhere else for me to go. Uh, I reached my peak I could with that company. The only way to go was to start my own thing, but uh, so I took a chance and I filled out the application. I never thought I would get it in a million years. Uh, yeah, I didn't. They told me I got it. And I still didn't believe it until today. They asked me about how I wanted it wrapped. That then I started like, oh my God, this might be real. So I had to sit my boss down and tell him, I think I bought a truck. So I had to go start my own LLC. I signed all the paperwork and I got my truck. So it's pretty easy. It's a good program. I do 2 runs for them a day, double loaded, and then I have the rest of the time all to myself. Do police calls or motor clubs, cash calls, whatever. So if I really try, I can knock their work out by noon, and then I have all kinds of time to be making other money.
Oh, that's nice, man. I was just about to ask you, like, do you get to schedule yourself when you do the work for them, or they say, hey, you got to be here these exact times to do this and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
that's nice, man. Allows you that flexibility
Yeah,
and stuff, dude.
Yeah, I try and get them done first thing in the morning, although sometimes I'll get another call in the morning and I'll do it first, and then I go to them. But yeah, I just get the auction work out of the way as quick as I can, and I go make my money.
Dude, that's nice, man. That's nice. So I mean, how are you liking that so far?
It's not bad, not bad at all. I know I'm learning a whole lot about owning a business, though. I know a lot of people don't take into account the insurance and the fuel and maintenance. There's a lot of money that goes into owning your own truck that you don't realize. But it's definitely doable.
Dude, that's good to hear you say something that we hear on our side with the semis, man, all the time. With these new owner operators, they've come from being a company driver like yourself with someone, and they've got to where they feel, hey, the only next step for me is to get out on my own. And a lot of them say that same stuff, man, the exact same thing. So it's a good thing to hear it be reverberated, on someone else that's on another side of the spectrum as far as having a truck, man. So the thing with them is all you have to do is to work for them, and like you don't have to make a payment on it or anything, just like cover insurance type stuff, or what?
Oh yeah, yeah. They take your payment out of the. You still get paid for the work you do for them. They just take the truck payment out of that.
Oh, nice, nice.
So,
That's actually
they,
pretty good.
yeah. So you're actually buying the truck. Just, uh, it's just they just take it out of my weekly check, and I never see the money, so I don't miss it.
Yeah, yeah. What do they like include? You were saying maintenance. Do you have any type of maintenance deal? With them? I mean, you would think they would maybe be vested in offering something to you guys, just in case something went sideways with some other Yahoo, their truck is not in shitty shape.
Yeah, but I know the truck's under warranty because they're brand new.
Nice. That's good. So, all right, we talked about how good you like the program. Now, let's talk about what are the things you don't like about about dealing with the auction stuff. Doesn't have to be them specifically because I'm sure you've dealt with other people, man. But what are the things that you don't like about dealing with the auction stuff? Because we've heard from other tow drivers that stuff it can be fruitful, but it can be a really big pain in the ass if the operation doesn't have their stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the complaints that I have are things that I could prevent myself by just calling the customers ahead for the car lots I'm picking up cars at. A lot of times I'll get sent to two all-wheel drive cars, but I didn't call ahead to find out if it's an all-wheel drive or if I'm able to tow it. I just assumed I could tow it, but because a lot of cars they make different versions of. Some of them are two front-wheel drive and some are all-wheel drive, and a lot of places they don't even know. It's wild. Somebody will sell their car to the auction and they don't know if it's an all-wheel drive or not. The or I'll show up to a place and the car's not ready and you got to sit for an hour or whatever. But I could have prevented that myself too by calling well ahead and letting them know I was on my way. So I don't know. It should go smooth if you check off all your boxes. But, yeah, so
Got you, man.
I'm learning.
Hey, man, did you know that there's always growing pains in everything, dude, especially when you're being pulled in 10 different directions, man. When you're going from pulling and flipping a car over in a ditch, and then you got to go to the auction and pick something else up. You're trying to save that time and not thinking about, man, do I need to go back to the shop to get this or what is that? So, hey, you talked about the all-wheel drive stuff, man. What is it about those that make those especially difficult for y'all?
Like on a rollback, you can put a car on the bed, which you can tow anything at all on the bed. And then there's the back half, which is kind of like a wrecker. It's just a wheel lift where it lifts two wheels up off the ground. Uh, so if it's a front wheel drive car, you lift the front wheels up. Since the back wheels have no power to them, it's just like a roller skate going down the road. But if I get some fancy Cadillac that's all four wheels have power to them, you can burn the transmission up if I pull it behind the truck. So, and there's ways around it. You can remove the drive shafts on a lot of cars, and you can get dollies to put under the tires and pull it. Those are a pain, and a lot of guys don't like to do it. But yeah, there's ways to do it. It's just you got to be careful not to burn up a transmission.
Yeah, no, I get you, man. You would think that there would be, another way to put those wheels maybe in free spin or something without having to remove a drive shaft or whatever, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty damn crazy, man.
yeah. Some of them are really difficult, and now they're putting electronic parking brakes in cars, and a lot of those you can't take the parking brake off. If the car's been in a wreck and there's no power to it, that it's locked. You're not getting it off. That sucks.
Man, I didn't think about that. There's no way around those. Like you can't, cut the brake line or something like that, or release the calipers somehow easily or anything.
Not easily.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a customer's car, you can't do anything. I mean, if it's a junk car that you're just and you have a minute, there's ways to touch positive and negative to the actual emergency brake wires to get power to that. then you can flip the polarity and lock it, unlock it, lock it, unlock it. But then you're taking a chance though that if you don't know which wires are the right ones, it's risky.
Man, you know, it just goes to show that with all the hundreds of millions and dollars and years of research that goes into engineering automobiles, the one thing they don't think about is the thing being fucking towed.
Yeah.
So, Wags, other than Copart stuff, what else you working with, man? Motor club, police cars, cash and private calls. What other areas do you touch?
I do a lot of cash and private calls. I'm just now getting into motor clubs. It's hard for me because I'm only one man in one truck, so I don't want to bite off more than I can chew and have to turn down a whole lot of work. So I'm trying to slowly work my way into it, add a new motor club or something like that. I'm working on getting on police rotation. I need to have an impound for that, which I think I found one finally. And then you can make the real money, because that's where the big bucks are, is the big accidents and the insurance claims. I'm gonna have to learn how to do all that too. I'm just a driver that just kind of got thrown into a truck as an owner. I didn't expect it to go through, so I didn't do very much research.
Got you. Well, dude, honestly, you know, Pedro and I, man, we work in the trucking side of things, and the reason we started the show is because we don't know that much about roadside assistance and towing services. So, elaborate on what a motor club is.
Yeah, it's like AAA, stuff like that. Or if you got your auto insurance offers towing packages and all that. That's basically what it is. You know, your insurance will call a provider like a Giro or there's a bunch of them, and then they'll call around to find out which of their tow providers is closest to you and offers the best rate, and then they send that guy to you.
So, hey, I want to ask you, man, a little bit more about the motor club stuff, dude, because we've had we had one other operator that was on. He's a tow guy, and then we actually had a roadside service guy. He's up there in Indianapolis area, near you, brother, and he was talking about how he got his start and still does some motor club stuff, man. We've heard good and bad about it, dude. Like, what is your take on it, man? I mean, is it a good hustle or is it a bad hustle? Does it just depend? You know, I mean, is it something that you're happy you're getting involved in?
Yeah, I'm starting to like it more. I didn't like it at all at first. I didn't like the idea of it, of the third parties and going through three people to get to me when the customer could just call me. But I'm starting to see the benefit of it, because I'm getting calls from all over that I normally wouldn't get. So it definitely has benefits that I'm starting to see.
That's cool, man. And so you talked about the insurance companies and stuff, man. You know, are you thinking about, or do you know, can you prospect or solicit to them directly? You know, maybe after you're done with your motor club stuff, or is that something that you know, most of y'all just use the motor clubs for things like that?
Oh man, I honestly don't know. I haven't made it that far yet.
You're the first one to talk about insurance. I didn't think about the insurance. Everyone else talked about like AAA and the little roadside service things. I didn't think about the insurance stuff, man.
Yeah, that's who a lot of the road insurance uses. It's just another way to get roadside assistance. They all use the same towing companies.
Hunter?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm getting swept up with some work shit.
I know you are, bro. I know. That's why I started talking, because I was like, I think he's busy, man. So
yeah, fucking.
All right, hey, so Hunter, you do what you do, man. I'm gonna keep talking to him because I'm gonna get on these cash and private calls, because obviously those are the things. Yeah, you're good, man. Those are the things, Wags, that obviously folks have found you, you know, and contact you directly. So, you know, do you think that your social media has been a big part of that? You know, with you getting more of your brand around your area and people calling you more? And do you think that is helping your marketing? Do you think that's good marketing for you?
I think so. The the problem I have right now is I'm not on Google, so people want to use me, but they don't know how to find me if they're not following me like an eagle on Facebook.
Yeah.
But I'm working on getting on Google now, and once that happens, I'm afraid I'm gonna be overwhelmed. But people will actually know how to find me, and I'll take off from there. But yeah, I think social media has definitely helped. It's highlighted a lot of the skills that I have and the commitment I have to the industry. People appreciate that.
They do, and man, I'll add to that. I think it makes you personable, man. You know what I mean? Like people watch you, dude, and they feel like, like they kind of know you and stuff. You know what I mean? And so you add that personal level of things, and that's something else we talk a lot about on our show. Period. Is that personal touch with things. How do people feel when they do business with you? Making a person feel good inside can sometimes be the difference. So I think that definitely goes a long way with you, man. And as someone that watches your stuff, dude, you're real chill, man. You seem very approachable. You don't seem cocky or arrogant. I have never seen or heard of you being rude to people or your customers or anything. And so, dude, that's cool, man. I think that's probably the best advertising you can do for yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just sitting here watching you, Hunter. It's so funny. He can't even hear me. Oh man. So hey,
I can hear you. I'm frustrated right now. Sorry.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. All right, Wags. You were talking about that. You may get on Google and you think that you're going to be overwhelmed, man. So I want to bring this back to the truck in the box thing. Do you think that could be a way for you to expand your company, man, as you grow?
Yeah, yeah. There's companies out there that have 3 or 4 trucks from the truck in the box people. Uh, yeah, it's definitely a possibility. Uh, I'm working on finding an office right now that I can rent, so I can. Because right now I'm just working out of my truck. So yeah, once I get a foundation built, then I can start building.
Yeah. And you've only been on your own how long, man?
5 months now.
Oh, dude, hell, you're still fresh in it, man. But you're out there killing it though, man. Dude, you're fucking doing the thing, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. But hey, so we talked in the beginning about the color green, man, and it being the high vis stuff. And I see that another thing that you're real passionate about is the slow down, move over campaign, man. Actually, I love what you did to your truck at whatever that event was, man. You had that casket on there,
Oh
put
yeah,
those signs up of those operators and stuff that lost their lives. I don't know if you saw it, but in our video, we have someone that they actually put names of operators that have been lost in the line of service, man, on their Dodge Charger, and they use
yeah,
that stuff go to shows.
yeah. I've seen pictures of that vehicle. That's really cool.
So what I mean, besides the obvious, you being someone that works on the side of the road, I mean, is it that simple with you wanting to bring awareness, or do you have a personal story behind it, or is it just you're a huge safety guy? I mean, what's the deal with that?
Uh, I've been hit myself a couple times.
No way.
It's scary. Uh, but I mean, luckily I wasn't really injured, more than scratches. But I've been to a funeral with a young tow op that got killed. That was rough. Uh, I traveled to Michigan to go to that. Uh, a lot of people. Every time I hear of a tow op being killed, the first thing I do is go to their Facebook page and I type in my name and I see that they've shared my stuff, and so then I go to my messages and see if they've written me. And a lot of times these people would have reached out to me before, but like I said, I get hundreds of messages, so I don't get to see them all. And then it's instant guilt that I didn't get to talk to these guys while they were alive. So I'm trying to be more on checking messages. But yeah, I feel it's just way too often they're getting killed, and every one of them kind of hits me personally. It seems like. because in some way or another I seem to be connected to them through social media, one way or another. But yeah, I got hit loading a car. I just pulled off. I was still in the truck. I was in a F-350, just a pickup truck, snatch truck, and this lady was driving, no headlights on. I still don't know where she came from, but she plowed into me and it crumpled her car up like a ball. It threw me and the truck in the cornfield, and I rode away in an ambulance. But yeah, it's scary because I didn't see her coming. I still don't know where she came from, and it can happen that fast without any warning at all. And everybody in the world now, it seems like, has the amber flashing lights. I saw dump trucks driving down the road with flashing amber lights, newspaper delivery people, and even Uber drivers I've seen. So, I mean, the amber lights just don't mean anything anymore. So I'm trying to find a way to make it to where tow trucks can at least have a blue light or something different while we're on the side of the road loading a car. I mean, we don't need them while we're driving, but just like a rear-facing blue light's all I'm trying to fight for. I just got to figure out what channels to go through to do it. I know it won't solve the problem, but it might help a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny you bring this up. We had talked about on the show previously about those lights, like, hey, do you feel that, they draw the attention of the driver too much, and they get fixated on that. And that's, one of the partial reasons blame. Obviously, people just don't fucking pay attention. We know that everyone's too busy playing with their damn phone, doing 70 miles an hour down the highway. But we've heard some folks say, man, sometimes those lights can be, hypnotic and can kind of pull people in.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost them.
I've heard that. I've never had it happen to me, so I can't imagine it. But I'm sure anything's possible.
Yeah, and what else was I about to say? Something else. Oh, the very first show that we did. I don't know if you follow this guy, but he's an amazing guy. His name is Trooper Ben, and he works for the Kansas Highway Patrol. But he has a big
I
following
had
too,
another
man.
phone call try and beep in, and it muted everything somehow.
We'll wait for you. Can you hear us now?
Phone calls.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's crazy. I thought freaking StreamYard fixed that mess. He's gonna have to log out and get back in. Dang it.
Yeah, sorry for the delays over here, man. Dealing with some RMIS stuff. Having a company do the talking for another company doesn't make sense to me.
Can you hear Swags? No. Man, dude, this has been
It's been a tough
hard,
one.
man. Who's cutting it? Yeah, man. Who's cutting it out, man? It sucks, dude.
Sorry.
It's all right. We're just hanging out, chilling, man.
Yeah, I agree with that here. Maybe we can bring in another one. Get Trooper Ben involved.
Boom, there you are. You hear us now, Wags? Crap. Still can't hear us. Son of a gun.
Still not hearing anything.
You know what that is? That's those Apple phones, bro. That's what that is. Because every time
Get the hell out of here.
we don't have that problem. That's some fucking apples, man.
Do you not remember when we first started sending invites to people with Androids? And they blamed fucking Ryan for hacking their phone.
It was so funny, bro.
They thought they were stealing fucking money from their fuel cards and shit.
I do remember that.
My screen went black and my bank account got hacked. It's Ryan's fault.
I know it's Ryan's fault. That shit was so funny, man. I don't know how we fixed it last time.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to ask him these last few questions. I want to ask him about his speech and stuff in Utah.
There we
Yeah.
go. Now I hear.
Boom.
There we
There
go.
you are. There you are, dude. I don't know exactly where we lost you. I don't know where I was at, but I was talking about that Trooper Ben guys, what it was, I think.
That guy.
You hear us now?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Dude, and it's quieter. Oh, look at that. I like that. No background noise. Sweet.
I think you
Man,
were right, Pedro. Wags, do you have a Bluetooth headset in there or something?
No, I did have you going through the truck speakers, but I turned the truck off.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. What kind of truck you driving?
The International.
You like that International?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next, you got to tell me you want a Mac, man. Got to get you a Mac. That's what you got to get, brother. We hear Macs are the ones to have from the tow operation. All right, hey Wags, hey, we see it's getting dark there, man, and we know that you had just pulled into the yard to get some stuff done, bro. So we're gonna try to wrap this up here in the next 10 minutes. Want to get onto your speech in Utah, man. Dude, how was that? Can you share a little bit about that with us in the audience?
It's speech in Utah.
It was the
Was
first
that the
time.
slow down,
First
move
time.
over?
It was the first time you got on a plane.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Utah. Maybe it
That was
wasn't Utah.
scary.
Maybe I got the state wrong. But it was the first time you got the plane and you had to go and you went to go to give. I think you were doing a speech.
Yeah. I went to their slow down, move over day, so that was really cool. I mean, Utah was beautiful. First of all, I'd never been there. I'd never been on a plane, so it was really exciting.
Did you fly into Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been flying. I was almost born on a plane. My dad worked for Delta for 30 plus years. And dude, flying into Salt Lake City was one of the scariest landings I've ever had to be a part of. Something about them circling around to get in between the mountains and then you're flying over all the water and shit. And it looks like you're about to crash. I didn't like that.
Yeah, and I chose Spirit Airlines for my first flight, so
my God,
it was just a bad experience.
Oh man, that was the best.
Well, it can only get better from there. I can tell you that much.
Yeah,
anybody is better than that. Oh man. So so what did I mean? You just talked about the slow down, move over stuff. Is that all that was? You were a key speaker there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I've done it's not really the same speech everywhere I go, but it's the same points and same topic.
I was just about to ask you, have you since, done more speaking and engagements, and how entrenched have you gotten, with the slow down, move over campaign?
Oh yeah. I've been all over the country now. So it's exciting. In my social media, with 1.2 million followers, a lot of the people that I reach are not tow truck operators. So that's who we need to reach. So that's great. I get a lot of people who have no idea about the slow down, move over law. So it's helping them to get aware of it. So that's nice.
It is good that you moved into that, because that was going to be my final question on the slow down, move over. Is how do you think we continue to help people be aware of it and remember that the law still exists? I mean, this is not a new thing. I mean, I'm 40 years old. I cannot remember a time when slow down, move over was not a deal. So what do you think we can do, to help raise awareness without people like you, of course, Wags? I mean, is there stuff that everyone else can do, or things you think need to be done?
Oh man, it's hard to find a way to do it without people thinking you're preaching to them. I'm trying to find fun ways to do it. Maybe not fun, but interesting ways that'll get people's attention and not feel like they're being lectured. I think that's the key. I just got to figure out a way to do it.
Do you think maybe maybe there should be stiffer penalties for violators of that stuff, man? I mean, whether they hit someone or not.
if I'm being honest, I think enforcement's probably the main thing. A lot of people don't write tickets for it hardly ever that I've seen. I see people get away with it all the time, and I think if people start actually getting the tickets and enforcing the law, I think that'll help a lot.
I agree. I don't know about other states, but I mean, here in Texas, they've set up like stings and stuff. Like, they'll just put a fire truck or something on the side of the road, or an ambulance, or maybe sometimes it's even a cop car. Maybe they've done it with tow trucks, and then we'll just put the lights on, and they'll just see if people move over, and they don't. They pull their ass over.
I've seen it big time in Georgia, dude. They'll do it like right up on a hill, and then when you pull over that hill, dude, they'll ring it in, and their cops just get your ass over. You're getting a ticket.
That's cool. Yeah, I would love for something like that in Indiana. I would definitely let them use my truck to do it.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe we can work something out there. But well, Wags, we know you're winding down, man. So are we. It's a big night in America today. So
Yeah.
Before we go, brother, do you have any closing comments? Plugs, statements, anything you want to get out there before we wrap this thing up?
I don't think so. I'm pretty soft spoken.
Well, where can people
is-
find you? What's your handle there on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else?
It's all Tow Truck Wags. And then I have towtruckwags.com that it has links to all my socials and all that. So I try and keep it simple.
That's a good way to be, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in here and chopping out some time. We'll have to do it again, man. We'll make sure we get the technicals out of the way maybe when you're not working. I don't know. Do you ever stop working, Wags? It seems like that's a common denominator in the tow truck industry. You guys just fucking go at it.
Yeah, we don't stop.
But yeah. We appreciate what you do, man, and I appreciate the lights you got in that cab, man. Hopefully we'll be able to see it next spring there at Broken Carrier Summit.
I lie. I forgot one thing, dude. I forgot one thing. All right. We were on the subject of the cats. All right. Yeah. I don't know what social media it was that I was on of yours, but you had a picture of a cat room with all kinds of shit on the walls, and it looked like it was made out of reclaimed lumber. Was that yours, bro?
Yeah, that was me.
Dude, that is sick, dude. That thing is gnarly, man. That is fucking gnarly.
Yeah, that was during my cat phase.
That thing, dude, I watched that video like 3 times trying to look at all the shit you had made. I was like, dude, that took some freaking work, man.
Yeah, that was drugs.
And oh man, as soon as he said that, bro, I heard Rick James in my head. Cocaine, it's a hell of a drug. Oh man, Wags, dude. Hey, we really do appreciate you chopping out some time, man, and we want to do it again. Like Hunter said, we had some technical difficulties and stuff, man, and so it would be great to eventually get you back on, dude. And you got time just to hang out and chill with us, man. Chop it up. Maybe we'll get Andrew on the show or something like that, dude. And just hang out, man. It'd just be awesome to get you back on.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Sweet, man. Hey, brother, you go out there and get the nitty gritty done, and dude, hey, be safe, man. And we'll talk to you next go around.
Right on. Well, have a good one.
Hey, you too, partner. Thank you so much, Wags.
All right.
That was good. Even with the technical difficulties, man. It was good. It's nice to to see someone like be who they are on social media. I love when you see things like that too, dude. So,
yeah, I got more questions to dig into, man. Like shit, just starting up like right during COVID times and being as big as he is now and making his own brand, like that's pretty fucking impressive, dude. And I want to see it fucking I gotta go. I don't even have a TikTok. I gotta go get a TikTok now so I can see his cat. Rest in peace. But gotta see that cat with the high vis vest on, dude. That's hilarious.
It is so cool.
That's
man.
so baller.
Bro, it is. That little fucking cat. Was he just be right there on the flatbed, man? And he's
bro, Pedro, this just tells me you need to train one of your cats to be cool, and then we'll put him in a little lounge shirt or something. You carry him around. Maybe we can get John Cantera to do that with his boss.
Yeah, with his boss.
If anybody doesn't know, John Quintera's boss is his cat. He's John's producer, venture capitalist, home maintenance guy. I don't know what else John's cat does, but pretty fucking funny.
Fucking funny, bro.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good.
But well, Pedro, you got any closing questions, comments, concerns, plugs?
Dude,
Things?
I don't, man. I don't. Not at all. Just thanks for watching, everybody, and we appreciate it, and we'll see y'all tomorrow in the lounge.
With that being said, see you later. Catch you tomorrow in the lounge.